Hank collection tilde finishing. Do not eat third system products for a few days, or a bottle or two. Let's just say I don't feel anything. P.S. The third system product must first of all, organic vegan fruits. Absolute prohibition of heavy metals and pesticide residues, and past PDR certification. PDR has 3 musts. 1. The product really works. 2. Must be manufactured using pharmaceutical-grade standards. 3. Must be made nutrients. Breaks down and absorbs in 45 minutes. 1. Human gastric cells are renewed once every 7 days. 2. Skin cells are renewed once every 28 days or so. 3. Liver cells are replaced once every 180 days. 4. Red blood cells are renewed once every 120 days. 5. In a year or so, 98% of the body's cells are renewed. It takes 7 years for bone cells to renew, so no matter if you want 3 highs, weight loss, gastrointestinal, or sub-health problems, please give your body a little time and use scientific methods to improve your health. What is adjustment reaction? Adjustment reaction, known as dizziness reaction, in traditional Chinese medicine, will inevitably have a variety of adjustment reactions in the process of health care and conditioning. The Book of Books says that medicine does not cause dizziness, and convulsions do not cure diseases, which means that after taking medicine, if the human body does not have an obvious reaction, the disease is difficult to be cured. We have learned that although not all patients have obvious reactions to taking drugs, those who have obvious reactions after taking drugs often have better results. It's good to adjust the reaction. It is a good thing to adjust the response. It is a phenomenon that the sick balance of the human body is disrupted and readjusted to a healthy balance. The human immune system is activated. The function of the human organs is restored. The work intensity of the organs is increased. The ability of macrophages to engulf viruses is strengthened. The recognition ability of T cells and B cells is enhanced, and the attack ability of white blood cells is enhanced. 1. Itchy skin. Diabetes mellitus, blood sugar instability, kidney disease, hepatobiliary diseases, parasitic diseases, tumors, endocrine disorders are inevitable manifestations of the excretion of large amounts of waste products from the skin. 1. The phagocytic ability of leukocytes is enhanced, the skin tissue is itchy, and the qi and blood flow in the lesion area. 2. People with poor kidney function, qi stagnation and blood stasis will report that the skin is extremely itchy, and the skin cannot cope with the discharge of a large number of toxins. 3. Small redness and swelling of the skin, small red lumps, rubella patches, and vomiting are a manifestation of cholecystitis and biliary reflux disease, and the waste products in human blood and body fluids are reflected in the weak acid environment of the skin. The skin cannot withstand the adjustment, and all kinds of new stasis are produced, which is temporary. 4. Skin ulceration, running water, peeling, and local swelling are a manifestation of skin microcirculation stasis and poor circulation, and the original stasis and lesions have been opened up. 5. Lymphatic pain, redness and swelling of the throat, itching in the mouth, cough, which is the lymph nodes, throat, etc. 6. Itchy scalp and dandruff are typical reflections of kidney yang deficiency, and the feeling of adaptation produced after the fat and waste products in the hair follicles that were originally blocked in the scalp were discharged in large quantities. 2. All kinds of pain. All kinds of pain, due to the increase in blood flow, sclerosis and atrophy, the stasis of the microvessels begin to regain elasticity, back pushing, front blockage, will pull the surrounding tissues, it will reflect pain, some people react strongly, some people react weakly. 1. Local muscle soreness, swelling pain, and tingling pain, which is a serious blockage of muscle microcirculation. 2. Regarding the hip bone, cervical vertebrae, lumbar vertebrae, soreness, tingling, and pain, this is a manifestation of arthritis, rheumatism, rheumatoid and femoral osteitis, and the more painful it is, the more serious it is. 3. Unexpected local pain, indicating that there is stasis in this area. 4. General weakness, body aches, or fever, which is a reaction to menstrual fever, rheumatic diseases, heart disease, and gout. The ability of macrophages to engulf viruses is enhanced, and the body's ability to adapt to the new balance is poor, and it is temporarily unable to adapt to the new equilibrium. 5. Headache, which is a reflection of cerebral vascular atrophy, microcirculation stasis, brain tumor, and unstable cranial nerve function, changes the shape of surrounding tissues when microvessels restore elasticity. 6. Pain in the lower abdomen, swelling pain, extremely uncomfortable. Ejaculation is a reflection of pelvic inflammatory disease, uterine misposition, uterine fibroids, endometriosis, cervicitis, vaginitis, etc. 7. Hand and foot pain, which is a reflection of peripheral nerves and microcirculation restoration. 8. Cramps, abdominal soreness and abdominal pain. This is a reflection of patients with diabetes or pancreatitis. 9. Low back pain, waist distension, backache, the reaction of bad kidney, nephritis, kidney stones, bladder stones, ureteral stones, fallopian tubes, uterine fibroids and other diseases is a manifestation of blood circulation and blood stasis, stone loosening, and blood vessel elasticity. 10. Stomach pain is complicated by vomiting, bloating and gas, which is a reflection of gastric disease, biliary reflux gastritis, atrophic gastritis, superficial gastritis, gastritis, etc., which is a manifestation of repair, detoxification and improvement of gastric function. 11. Pain in the biliary area. Those who are in pain without health care and conditioning, the situation is not good, and it is necessary to check, and those who are in pain with health care and conditioning are the manifestations of dredging. The original blood vessels and liver tissue are dredged and decomposed, and gradually restore their functions. 3. Vertigo. This is the manifestation of anemia, Qi deficiency, high blood pressure, hyperlipidemia, high blood viscosity, phlegm obstruction, and liver and gallbladder Qi deficiency, which is a manifestation of accelerated blood flow, which is due to the fact that after the original very slow blood flow is accelerated, the vasoconstriction ability cannot keep up, and it is not synchronized. 4th. Aphthous ulcers. This is the formation of a large amount of stasis in the oral cavity when the heat, fire and poison of the human body's sublingual glands, stomach, parotid gland, spleen, and subpalatine glands, kidneys, are excreted, and more mouthwash can alleviate it. 5. Dry mouth, dry tongue, frequent urination, and fart. It turns out that the body is too acidic, and when you lose weight, you need to drink a lot of water, oily, waste and other substances that have been excreted from the cells for many years, which is a manifestation of acid excretion. 6. Tinnitus, palpitation, chest tightness. This is a manifestation of rhinitis, pharyngitis, tonsillitis, heart disease, high blood pressure, abdominal pain, and a manifestation of blood circulation and blood stasis. 7. Snoozing, not waking up. This is a manifestation of too many toxins in the body, the blood is acidic, and the liver is diseased, and the detoxification and repair of the liver is to be completed in sleep, which is an inevitable reflection of the repair. 8. Excessive eye feces, red and swollen eyes, and eye pain. This is a manifestation of the microcirculation, microvascularity, and microelasticity of the eye. Flesh will be restored and dredged after the liver qi is dredged, and the virus that is blocked in the eye will be discharged outward. 9. Acne intensifies. This is a phenomenon in which subcutaneous fat is excreted in large quantities. 10. Cough, phlegm, wheezing and dizziness. This is an instinctive response to the stimulation of tissues when dead phlegm and congestion in the bronchi, trachea, throat, and lungs are excreted outward. 11. Bloodshed. 1. Nosebleeds, runny noses, and yellow nose water. This is heme, not nosebleeds, the original arteriosclerosis, atrophy, or the original bleeding of people, and the spleen and liver function is not good, and the function is restored after adjustment. 2. Non-stop menstruation and long bleeding time, severe qi stagnation and blood stasis, endometrial thickening, endometriosis, uterine fibroids, cervical erosion. 3. Blood in the stool. This is the reflection of patients with intestinal polyps, enteritis and hemorrhoids, and the reflection of the original tissue in the process of blood circulation, and blood stasis is decomposed and excreted after decomposition. 4. Blood in urine. This is the reflection of kidney stones, ureteral stones, and bladder stones, which is a reflection of the loosening of the stones in the process of dredging and the bleeding of the intima of the blood vessels during excretion. 5. Turbid urine. This is kidney disease and bladder disease, which is a reflection of anti-inflammatory, disinfection and recovery functions. 6. Urine green. This is a disease of the bile, which is a manifestation of the inability of the human body to decompose or combine with various foods and dissolve when a large amount of bile is discharged, and it is also a manifestation of recovery. 12. Urine smell. Urine, uric acid, urine, and foam. This is a unique manifestation of inflammation of the urinary system in people with hyperglycemia, diabetes, kidney disease, pancreatitis, and cystitis, which is a reflection of detoxification and recovery function. 13. Diarrhea. This is a typical manifestation of people with hepatobiliary, cholecystitis, enteritis, poor constitution, and is also a detoxification phenomenon. 14. Shortness of breath, and rapid heartbeat. 1. Anemia. Blood flow increases, the speed of flow is faster, and various organs cannot adapt and adjust. 2. People with poor heart function. The blood and backflow of the heart are too late to coordinate. 15. Swelling of hands, feet, and body. This is a manifestation of diabetes, kidney disease, bladder disease, heart disease, pancreatic patients. This is a reflection that the excretion is fast, and the self-organ tissue, repair, and digestion ability cannot keep up. Hank collection / finishing. 16. Increased blood lipids, blood sugar, and blood pressure. Many people in healthcare and conditioning, this kind of situation will occur. This is a kind of adjustment and repair reflection. At the same time, are a kind of pseudo-symptoms, no matter how the reflection, self-feeling is good, not as frightening as the past symptoms, that is, the root cause has been cured, but there are still some adjustment phenomena that have not ended. 1. Elevated blood lipids. A manifestation of people with high blood lipids and high blood viscosity, Excess blood lipids in the cells are decomposed in large quantities and discharged into the blood, and the body's ability to decompose blood lipids cannot keep up with the adjustment reaction. 2. Elevated blood sugar. This is unique to people with diabetes, high blood sugar and pancreatic diseases, and it is also an illusion that the excess sugar of the cells will be discharged in large quantities. The vitality of the cells will be greatly enhanced, and the human body will feel better and better. 3. Increased blood pressure. This is a unique reflection of high blood pressure, vascular atrophy and sclerosis. Blood circulation has increased, the toughness of blood vessels has not been restored, and it cannot adapt to environmental changes. 17. Reduced and enhanced meals are all reactions of people with poor stomach function. 1. Reduced amount of food. The metabolism has been accelerated, and the gastric motility has not been solved. 2. The amount of food has increased. It is a reflection that the stomach function has been restored and the metabolism has also accelerated. 18. Fat and thin. The reflection of endocrine in the process of adjustment, especially hypothyroidism, will be fat. Thinning is caused by the strengthening of cell vitality in the body, and a large amount of lipid and fat in the cells are discharged. 19. Too much reaction and fear. This is a kind of healing reaction. There is no reaction to taking medicine, it is silently destroying, and healthcare and conditioning is to help you find out the condition, adjust, dredge, restore and improve the function of various organs in the body. 20. Nothing happens. Due to good health, or not adhering to the process of taking, some changes are small and unnoticed. What are the response to improvement in the third system? There will be a transient phenomenon. Everyone's physique is different, and the response will be different, for reference only. 1. High blood pressure. The head will feel heavier, it lasts 1 to 2 weeks. 2. High cholesterol and triglycerides, dizziness, neck soreness, body aches. Showed positive lysis to improve blood clots, removes blood fats. 3. Stroke. Head pain, neck aches. Hands and feet will be sore, numb, and the whole body will be uncomfortable. 4. Impaired mobility. Degeneration, causing numbness and blood impassibility. The improvement reaction will be numb right pointing arrow, painful right pointing arrow, sour, slows down in reverse order. 5. Brain power, memory enhancement. 6. Parkinson's. Shaking of the limbs can be slowed. 7. Headache and migraine. In the early stage, the head will be more painful if you love your eyes and open up your chi and blood. Sometimes the mouth breaks, which slows down after a few weeks. 8. Blockage of blood vessels in the head. The head will be dizzy at the beginning. The world is spinning around, it gradually slows down after about 15 days. 9. Eye diseases, watery eyes, blurred vision, bloodshot, astringent, and runny eyes in the eyes. 10. Blurred vision, noticeable slowdown. 11. Sinusitis. Sometimes it increases the amount of nasal discharge, and thick or blood-streaked, nasal microvessels are being opened. 12. Nasopharyngeal carcinoma. By the ear or inside the nose, smelly liquid comes out. 13. Allergic rhinitis. Sneezing and nasal congestion are more frequent and worse. 14. Facial nerve palsy. In the early stage, it will be more numb, and the eyes will be drier. It slows down after a while. 15. Pimples. It will increase slightly at the beginning, but it will soon slow down. 16. Dark spots. Age spots. At first, the affected area is more severe, but gradually decreases, and the skin texture improves. 17. Thyroid disorders. There will be palpitations, weakness in the hands and feet, sleep is not normal. 18. Bad circulation, dizziness, body aches and discomforts, especially calf soreness, numbness makes it difficult to walk. 19. Myocardial infarction. Rapid heartbeat, palpitations, chest pain, cold sweats, and a feeling of fullness. 20. Unhealthy heart. Pale face, cold sweats, rapid heartbeat, chest tightness, throat pain, angina, shoulder and back pain, dizziness, decreased blood pressure, fever. 21. Hardening of the vessels, body aches, dizziness, chest tightness. 22. Poor respiratory tract and lung function. Cough with increased sputum, milky yellow, shortness of breath, sore throat, chest tightness. 23. Lung calcification, pneumoconiosis. At first, there will be fluid accumulation in the lungs, coughing, spitting, such as flour coué, and it will gradually slow down after about 3 months. 24. Lung cancer. Cough and bleeding in the early stages, or a large amount of thick phlegm. 25. Chronic bronchitis. Dry mouth, dizziness, phlegm is less likely to cough up, and the voice is hoarse or even lost in the short term. 26. Asthma. At the beginning of use, there will be 1 to 2 more attacks, wheezing or coughing, and coughing up a lot of thick phlegm. Hank collection tilde finishing. 27. Bad liver. Exhalation or vomiting, dry mouth and irritability. Even mouth ulcers, lethargy, insomnia, abdominal pain, pimples, itchy skin or rashes. Allergies can regulate physiological functions. 28. Cirrhosis of the liver, liver tumors. The Liver Function Index OT, GPT, AFP, a fetal protein, will be elevated. The whole body, face and face will turn dark, sometimes bloody or blood clots in the stool, mouth drinking, itchy skin, measles, liver spots, psoriasis, and gradually slow down after 3 to 6 months. 29. Liver and kidney deficiency. In the early stage, the eyes will be sore, dry, astringent, blurred vision, and watery eyes, oily eyes. The waist will be sore, and it will gradually slow down in about 2 to 3 months. 30. Dialysis. At first, the skin and face will darken. Itching all over the body is a detoxification phenomenon. There will be ups and downs within half a year. After that, it gradually slowed down. 31. Poor kidney function. Pain in the kidneys. Increased urine output, change in urine color, itchy skin. Lower back pain, edema, fatigue, vomiting, diarrhea, increased blood pressure, lassitude. 32. Kidney bladder stones, bladder tumors, blood in the urine. 33. Bad stomach. A burning sensation in the chest, poor appetite, sometimes stomach pain worsens. 34. Stomach cancer, vomiting, heartburn. 35. Stomach ulcers. The part of the ulcer will be painful, removing old and renewing villous tissue. 36. Gastric prolapse. There will be a feeling of heaviness or constipation, exhalation, and fullness in the stomach, and the villous tissue is being activated. 37. Bad gut. Diarrhea, black and smelly bowel movements, gas, colic. 38. Colorectal cancer, rectal cancer. Severe diarrhea and chemotherapy period will improve physical strength and spirit, and weight will regain. 39. Constipation and diarrhea. In the initial stage, due to the adjustment of the lining of the large intestine, will make constipation more constipation. Diarrhea is more pulling, it gradually slows down in about 1 to 2 months. 40. Endometriosis, uterine fibroids, chocolate cysts. Soreness in the lower back spine, sometimes swollen and painful gums, and broken mouth, gradually subside after a month. 41. Uterine prolapse. Initial lower abdominal swelling, frequent urination, dysuria, normal after about 1 to 2 months. 42. Bad uterus. Increased menstrual flow at the beginning, or menstrual pain or blood clot discharge. 43. Women's diseases. Itching and increased discharge from the lower part. At the beginning of menstruation, there is a high amount of blood and menstruation. 44. Prostate. Difficulty and discomfort in urination at first, gradually slow down. 45. Sexual function. Male sexual function is weakened or even absent, and then significantly slowed. 46. Bladder cancer. Inflammation, bleeding, blood in the urine. 47. Hemorrhoids. The affected area will be swollen and painful, and there will be transient bleeding. After a month, it gradually slowed down. 48. Sciatica, ankylosing spondylitis. In the early stage, due to the dissolution of blood clots, chi and blood, through the meridians, it will be more sore and painful. It lasts for 2 to 3 months and then gradually slows down. 49. Lipoma. In the early stage, there will be swelling outward. It will shrink in about 3 to 6 months, gradually slowing down. 50. Diabetes. Blood sugar levels will rise, blood pressure will rise, palpitations, dizziness, tight neck, edema of the hands and feet, wound healing with a small amount of spray. 52. Skin diseases. The skin will be more itchy at the beginning. Because during detoxification, the symptoms will be slightly worse, and the health can be maintained after about 3 to 6 months. 53. Lymphoma. At the beginning, it is discharged from the internal tissues to the surface, and the affected area is red, swollen and painful, and the health is maintained after about 3 weeks. 54. Acidic constitution. Soreness, fatigue, drowsiness, dry mouth, frequent urination, gas, and farting. 55. Low leukocytes. Feeling dry mouth, dreaminess, bone discomfort, etc. 56. Muscle, nerve pain. Short-term pain worsens and then subsides. 57. Psychosis, cranial neurasthenia. Not only can I not sleep. On the contrary, there is a phenomenon of hyperactivity, but the next day the spirit was better. Therefore, it should not be drunk at night. 58. Anemia, hypotension, headache, dizziness, insomnia, sore shoulders, rapid heartbeat, a sudden increase in blood pressure. Although it varies depending on the constitution, but there will be a slight nosebleed, female predominant. 59. Gout. More swelling, pain, and heat in the joints. It will be more painful for the first 2 weeks. There may be generalized weakness or soreness, but it disappears after a few days. Cloudy urine. 60. Excessive uric acid. Body aches. Depending on the severity of symptoms, there are different reactions. 61. High levels of male hormones, pimples. 62. Blood cancer, hyperleukemia, dry mouth, dreaminess, stomach upset, back spine pain. 63. Allergies or excessive intake of chemicals, presence of urticals, diarrhea, abdominal pain, fever, tinnitus, changes in blood pressure, increased excretion. 64. Rheumatic pain. There will be slight soreness in the affected area. After a few days, it disappears. 65. Rheumatism, arthritis, neuralgia, slight soreness, swelling, fever, fatigue, stiffness. 66. Menopausal disorders. It will be more uncomfortable at first, gradual improvement, after menopause. It may come back to rejuvenate itself. 67. Old internal and external injuries. The affected area is more painful in the early stage, or a lump may appear on the affected area. 68. Qi and blood stasis. Recurrence of old injuries, hypoxic constitution, chest depression. 69. Back pain, initial severity. Soon the soreness gradually subsided. 70. Autonomic nervous system disorders, fatigue and sleepiness and pimples. P.S. The third system product must first of all, organic vegan fruits. Absolute prohibition of heavy metals and pesticide residues, and past. PDR certified Hank collection _finishing. MG64hank3@gmail.com